This video was brought to you by PillShare. PillShare, share some pills and get down with these waste-proliferating party people. Hello everybody! Some time ago, while wandering through a used bookstore, I happened across this gem, the Robert Dictionnaire des Expressions et Locutions. It's a pretty interesting read. Even if you don't understand French though, you've probably all the same figured out that it's a dictionary of French expressions and locutions. While checking out this book, I discovered that frogs seem to be all about cats. There are a good 4 pages in this thing of expressions dedicated to cats, and since the internet is also all about cats, I thought it might be fun to do a video addressing a few expressions pertaining to cats. And so now let us begin with some animal abuse, shall we? Avoir d'autres chats à fouetter. Literally translated, it means to have other cats to whip. And is more or less the French equivalent of our expression to have bigger fish to fry. When I saw this, the naive part of my brain thought that maybe this expression had something to do with the circus. You know, from lion tamers who whip their cats and then thought it would be fun to put their head in a lion's mouth.
Hey, now check this out! Hey, you salvage de lion, hostie, give it back, man! I can't watch the random no more!
However, the twisted part of my brain went straight to thinking that this was rooted in France's thriving BDSM community, considering that modern French uses cat to mean vagina, kinda like how we say pussy to mean the same thing. And if you've ever been exposed to a kink site, of which the internet is replete,
Oh, go away!
then you very well know that there is no shortage of cat whipping going on in the world. Anyhow, if I understood the entry well enough, this expression was originally avoir d'autres chats à foutre. But since, in modern French, the sense of the verb foutre is now synonymous with fucking, the expression was changed to whipping cats to seem less perverted. So yeah, whatever. Moving along, we shall talk about strange places to put your cat. Avoir un chat dans la gorge. This directly translates as, to have a cat in the throat, and is their version of having a frog in one's throat. The dictionary entry does, however, admit that this is in fact a pretty fucked up way to indicate that one is hoarse. And I agree. I am compelled to wonder what the thought process there was. Our expression using frogs might not be that much better, but at least it's logistically feasible. Take for example the following scenario.
Hiya, blonde squarehead.
Oh, hiya, brunette squarehead.
What the fuck's up with your voice today?
Oh, a drunken night of death metal karaoke.
Uh-huh. You know what you sound like.
What? Really? I sound French?
Sure, that I can understand. But a cat? Hiya, brunette squarehead.
Hey, blonde squarehead.
Whoa, what's up with your voice?
Yeah, I ran out of gin, so I spent the night huffing turpentine.
Hey, you know what you sound like?
Pray tell. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Apparently though, according to this dictionary, the origin of the expression is a simple French pun. So that's boring. This next one isn't really all that funny. It's just that I think it's kind of cute. Sort of, maybe. But it hits somewhat close to home for me. Écrire comme un chat, which means to write like a cat. I should presume you've already guessed what's meant by this. I like to imagine it's something like, well, if you know what a cat does whenever it steps on a piece of tape, and if you could imagine a pen stuck to the other end of that tape, well then you might end up with something like this. Which is my writing, and that delightful scribbling is a result of being born left-handed, but as a child being forced to use my right hand because, well, religion. You know, right hand of the Lord or some bullshit from the Hebrew book of fairy tales in which incest and slavery are A-okay. So yeah, because of that, my pencraft looks like the product of trying to write while standing on Boris Johnson's back as he gets pegged on a trampoline. And now that's about all we're going to get into for this episode. But for any keeners out there who like to research stuff on their own time, I shall leave them with this last one to go look up for themselves. It doesn't really have anything to do with cats. Mind you, I suppose it could if you go back to that cats equals vaginas thing. Anyway, it is Les Anglais ont débarqué. Translated literally, it means the English have disembarked. If you can imagine an overhead view of an early 19th century British warship discharging soldiers onto a beachhead, then you may likely already be able to put it together for yourself. If not, Google it, I guess. Au revoir.
Menstruation. Les Anglais ont débarqué means a girl is menstruating.